Aziz, shalom, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. Yeah, all night been thinking about this, and if it hasn't hit anybody, this is what Revelations is preaching about, speaking of, not preaching, speaking of, prophesizing. I'm sure I don't need to, even the ignorant know Revelations in the Bible. Again, I'm no religious freak. I'm curious about things like that when it comes to the body, when it comes to history. I'm very curious and I pay very close attention. It's just it's my thing. Too bad, it's almost too bad my mother never recognized it when I was a child. Same characteristics I have now, had them as a child. We all do. We all do. What we do as a child, we do as adults. You don't realize it. We repeat. You repeat until you change something. And once you realize this repeat, you change something. I can't stress that enough. There's a phenomena happening right before our eyes, and it's called life. It's literally called life. To think that it's been figured out means you've taken everything for granted. You've taken everything for granted, and you're not where we are ignorant because of that. And we're filled with a magic. No disrespect in the word or towards what I'm trying to get at. But we have it within us. And I think we're moving into a time where it's probably going to be, it's going to be needed. We just got to shift through the lies, and trust me, lies are everywhere, and they're full of history. They're in history everywhere. They're there to disguise. And it's incredible. And we see it through the acts of people, through different race groups interacting with different race groups. For instance, yesterday I had an issue at work. Where I'm at, we're at work, everyone's Spanish, and they speak Spanish all day. I don't know what they're talking about. I understand some words, but I can't really translate. And that's cool. I don't mind. I'm not against. Let them have their talk. Some of them talk to me every now and then. It's cool. They respect me so far, somewhat. Although the dude that I had a problem with at the beginning of this Daffy Duck syndrome is still there. He's a bit of a hypocrite, but I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, so just recently they happened to hire a new worker, and he's straight up from the projects. The dude was, he was arrested a few times. I think he's 37 years old now, and he's run his course, but he's a smart dude. He's done his dirt. And what's interesting is that he's been interested in things that I've been saying, and we've been talking, and he just yesterday was thanking me for teaching him. And I thought, wow, I didn't expect that, bro. I mean, I know people think I feel like people think I'm arrogant or I'm brainy or some shit like that, and I'm really not, man. I'm really just trying to, you know what? I don't know if I'm supposed to be trying to help, but it feels like the right thing to do within to help. And I've got knowledge that can help. Well, if I had a school in the middle of the ghetto, yo, the biggest tree would be growing in the center of it. I promise you that. The biggest tree would come from it. Oh, bomba clat. Anyway, we gotta teach, and this brother said he talked to his mother, and he said that he told her about me, telling him stuff, and they said some nice things. She said some nice things, and I was very surprised. I was really surprised, and it just, it's amazing when you see someone open their eyes and realize, like, yo, wait a minute. I didn't realize, this is what he was saying to me. I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was going on. He's a 100% hip hop head. He grew up on it. And here he is now looking at his music because it's just something I shared with him. And it's not because I know it. It's just because I came across it and I shared it with him. It's not because I'm above him. The idea is to make us all equal so that we're all powerful against this nonsense. And we're now, there's so few of us, when in fact there's millions of us, there's hundreds. We're very powerful. We're very powerful people. So this guy at work was just thanking me and everything, and that was cool. And I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. I got to one person. And then what I found at work, because he's, me and him are the only non-speaking besides two other dudes who look Spanish, but they don't speak Spanish. We're the only ones that don't speak Spanish. And so we talked to each other. And what I found was that when he first started, the manager said to him, I know you want to make friends, but, we got to stay at work. We got to be focused, blah, blah, blah. And that was cool. I understood that because he was new. But here it is, almost a month later, this dude was talking to me, and we're doing our work while we're talking. And the manager pulls this kid to the side, this dude from the side, he's not a kid, this man to the side, and almost tells them the same speech again. While, mind you, all the other guys, the Spanish dudes, when they talk, they talk for hours. All day they talk in Spanish. Don't know what they're saying. And they don't do nothing. He doesn't do nothing. And I'm thinking, like, I realized this, I didn't mind, but yesterday, when this kid came, this gentleman came to me and told me that, he came to him again and told him, he can't speak, and I thought, this dude is straight up showing he does not like black people. This Spanish guy, I think he's Colombian or something like that. Not to put anyone down. I know not all Dominicans are bad, not all Puerto Rican, not all black. I'm generalizing in a sense. We all know this character, so don't jump on me for this. Point is, it bothered me, but the idea also, and there's no point. I gotta stop saying the point. There is no point. Just. We gotta open up. We gotta stop this nonsense, and it's not gonna stop. And I don't know what else to say, but more or less the reason why I'm kind of showing this picture of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, is because this is part of history's lies. And understand it's a lie. When you look at this, it was pointed out to me a long time ago, and I pointed out this in another video. Siddhartha has elongated ears. See that stretched out? You see that? That's not a custom at all of India. They don't do that in India. They do that in Africa. You've seen the Africans with the plates in their lips and the stretched out. Even the kids today, what they call, the Daft Punk kids, or whatever you want to call them, were doing this. The emos and all that. They were doing this, stretching out the ears, and that's an African custom. That's not an Indian custom. They don't stretch out their ears and their lips and all that stuff. And if you look at his hair real close, he's got an afro. It's literally an afro. This was pointed out to me, and I paid attention ever since. This was pointed out to me more than 20 years ago. And why I'm pointing this out is because there's constant lies. There's lies and lies on top of lies, and to believe them all in such from a television. And I showed you already what the television academy, whatever nonsense it says backwards. It says Satan backwards. I mean, it's in our faces. They're weaving their lies like webs, and it's layer upon layer. Anyway, just pointing out that it was on my mind just to show and just tell kind of and just say good luck to everyone, man, because we're about to get it. Unless we get some phenomena, something that changes it, this is going to be forced on us. And I keep thinking about this, like, this is not going to go away. There's no end to their lies. There's no end to it. They will go at no end. They're going to stretch it, and they're going to achieve it. Question is, question is I have for myself, I'm not asking any more questions for anyone else. For myself, I wonder, what am I going to do? Am I going to go on the run? Am I going to be a fugitive? Am I going to be a homeless person because I don't want to accept? I don't want to accept. Is that what's going to happen? That's going to happen to a lot of us. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. But good luck. I wish everyone the best. Inshallah, I'm wrong. Inshallah, we will get through this. And this goes out to everyone, even the ones that hate me. That's the truth. And you're looking at it right there. Siddhartha Gautama Siddhartha is a Ethiopian name. It comes from Ethiopia, the dialect. It doesn't come from India. And they found a way to change it. They'll try to tell you the Christianity started in Israel, or in that area, or in Europe somehow or somewhat. When in fact they always leave out Ethiopia. They always leave out Yemen. Yemen and Ethiopia are the oldest Christian nations on this planet. It's already been said in history. They made the mistake already. They just love to leave it out. Buddha was from Ethiopia. Don't believe the hype. He wasn't an African. Understand that word Africa? That's not our word. That doesn't belong to that land. Africa comes from a man called Scipio Africanus. Scipio was a Roman. He conquered northern Africa. More likely, it was a fight over Egypt from what's this guy, Hannibal? Check out the story. I think this is where Hannibal fell, where he lost, and they named the continent Africa. And it's not a dialect of the land falsely called Africa. It's not a dialect of it. It doesn't make sense. Even to call your hair an afro because it's connected to African is wrong. You don't even realize it, but that's the truth in it. Anyone who's real and understands would never call themselves an African. I'm no African. I'm an Ethiopian. Ethiopian. And that's what Buddha was, and that's what you are. Ethiopia means a mixed people. It doesn't mean a mixed race. It means different shades of people amongst one of the many meanings. Many meanings it has. That's just one of the ones I always focus on. Many people. Many faces, many different colors. Ethiopia, and even in the Bible, when in the beginning they say Ethiopia, they're referring to the continent Ethiopia, not the little part called Ethiopia. All of falsely called Africa was called Ethiopia. It's in history. You just got to go find it. I ain't making it up. Anyway, inshallah, I wish everyone the best. Good luck, and we better pray something comes and changes it. I want to be wrong on this. I want to look stupid on this. I hope 8 months does not add up to a shot in the ass. I really hope it does not. Inshallah, I wish everyone the best.